Hey. Welcome back, friends. Okay, let's talk about something that just made my whole day feel like a K-drama montage under a sunset. So, you know how sometimes celebrities are super private about their love lives? Like, you'll be out here piecing together clues like Sherlock Holmes just to figure out if they're dating. But then, every once in a while, you get that one golden moment when they slip up a little bit, or actually just say something sweet and honest. Well, get ready, because today we're talking about the queen herself, IU, casually and adorably mentioning her boyfriend, the ever-so-handsome Lee Jong-suk, during a promo interview for her latest K-drama When Life Gives You Tangerines. Yup, it happened. She said the B word, boyfriend, in public, in an interview. And the way she said it was so IU, low-key, witty, and somehow still melting our hearts like tangerine candy on a sunny spring day. Let's rewind and go through everything, shall we? So recently, IU has been starring in When Life Gives You Tangerines alongside Park Bo-gum. That alone is enough to break the internet. I mean, come on, it's IU and Bo-gum in the same frame? That's drama gold. The series itself? A cozy, emotional, beautifully shot slice-of-life story that gives you all the feels. And her character? So pure, so real, so IU. It's like the role was written with her in mind. Anyway, fast forward to one of her interviews after the drama wrapped up. You know how those go. The press asks about filming, favorite scenes, behind-the-scenes moments. But one reporter decided to go a bit off script and ask about Lee Jong-suk. Yes, the boyfriend question. Now for context, if you've been living under a rock, or maybe just taking a break from K-entertainment, IU and Lee Jong-suk went public with their relationship not too long ago. And ever since, they've been giving us this super chill, quiet, but totally sweet vibe. Like, they're not the type to be lovey-dovey on social media or do matching couple dances on TikTok. But every now and then, they'll say or do something that screams, "We're in love and vibing hard." So when the interviewer asked if Lee Jong-suk had watched When Life Gives You Tangerines, IU gave the most adorably honest answer ever. She said, first of all, he's really busy, so I don't think he's had a chance to see it yet. At least, that's what I assume since I know he's been very busy. And I was like, okay, that's a very diplomatic, sweet girlfriend answer. She's not dragging him, not hyping him up too much, just quietly letting us know he's been booked and busy. But then, and here's where it gets peak IU, she threw in her signature humor. She said, "When Life Gives You Tangerines, promotions end today, so right now, my world revolves around Kwan-sik. I only know Yang Kwan-sik. Maybe tomorrow, I'll finally be able to talk about my boyfriend." Cue the laughter, cue the collective awe, cue me clapping like a proud aunt at a graduation. Because not only did she acknowledge him, but she did it in a way that was so human, so playful. So IU, it's that effortless charm of hers that gets you every time. But wait, let's pause for a second and talk about why this is such a big deal. IU is famously private. Like, she's been in the public eye since she was a literal teenager, and she's managed to keep her personal life super low-key. The fact that she even acknowledged Lee Jong-suk in a public setting? That's growth, that's comfort, that's love. And let's talk about the man himself, Lee Jong-suk. Oh boy. Model turned actor, tall, soft-voiced, the king of dreamy stares. From Pinocchio to While You Were Sleeping to Big Mouth, this guy has been stealing hearts since the second-gen K-drama era. But off-camera, he's just as soft. I mean, remember when he wrote that heartfelt letter on New Year's Eve to announce their relationship? He called IU someone he admires and loves deeply, someone who gives him strength and comfort. And IU? She replied through her fan cafe, saying how thankful she was to have him, how he's reliable, sweet, and always cheers her on. They're basically the we mind our business and water each other's plants type of couple, which makes this recent mention in the interview even more heartwarming. It's like a little peek into a world they've kept so gently to themselves. But let's not stop there, because honestly, IU and Lee Jong-suk's relationship deserves a whole segment. They've actually known each other for a long time, like over a decade. They met back when they were co-hosting a music show together. Remember those adorable clips from Inkigayo days? Yeah, the chemistry was there even then, but back then, it was just that innocent teasing vibe. They were young, busy, and doing their own thing. Fast forward years later, and boom, They reconnect. As adults, as seasoned artists, as people who've been through stuff, matured, and figured out what they want in life. Apparently, Lee Jong-suk had been quietly crushing on IU for a while. And can we blame him? This is the same woman who writes heartbreaking lyrics, sings like an angel, and somehow makes you cry over a 3-minute song about an umbrella. Of course he was in love. And IU, in return, found someone who gets her. Someone who's not fazed by the spotlight because he's lived in it too. Someone who respects her art, her boundaries, her need for a simple life outside the cameras. Ugh, couple goals. Also, fun little IU fact here. Did you know she bought an entire building and turned it into a facility for underprivileged kids? Yeah. While some celebs are out here flexing sports cars, she's busy setting up scholarships and care centers. And that's just who she is. Meanwhile, Lee Jong-suk, despite looking like he walked out of a romance webtoon, is famously introverted and a bit shy. But around her, he softens up. He becomes the guy who quietly supports, who probably brings her vitamin drinks during late-night shoots, who doesn't need to be loud about their love because it's steady and real. So when IU joked about finally being able to talk about her boyfriend now that the promotions are over, it wasn't just cute, it was meaningful. Because it showed us that they're not playing games. They're not doing it for clout. They're just two people in love, supporting each other through busy schedules, cheering each other on from behind the scenes, and occasionally giving us these golden crumbs of their relationship. And honestly, that's the kind of love that lasts. Now, I know what some of y'all are probably thinking. Is marriage in the cards? Look, I'm not saying anything, but if it ever happens, I will be the first to cry in a corner with joy, okay? But for now, let's just enjoy these little moments. The shy mentions, the sweet letters, the quiet support, and this one beautiful interview moment where IU reminded us that she's not just a K-pop legend and a drama queen. She's also just a girl, balancing her work and her love with a heart as big as her talent. So, what do you think about this whole thing? Wasn't it the cutest moment ever? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you found this video heartwarming or even just a little entertaining, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. You know the drill. Help the algorithm gods bless us with more adorable IU and Lee Jong-suk crumbs in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay cozy, stay happy, and if life gives you tangerines, maybe, just maybe, you'll find your own Gwansik and your own secret admirer too. Bye for now.